All right, Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor go unto the Most High Power Yahweh in the name of His beloved Son Yahweh Shai. Double honors go unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that do rule exceptionally well. Also, Shalom, salutations, mercy, and blessings to all the sincere brothers that's out there pushing this word with truth and with faith. My name is Stopwa Amath of Great Millstone Northwest, and just throughout the day, I've picked out a couple of articles off of this RT app, RT News. Just ones that poked out to me, specifically the ones that's focused around North Korea and the United States. Okay, because that's where all the tension is, and that's also where the media is pointing all the spotlights. So that's where the most of the news is coming out of right now, and it's a high tension situation for brothers that are aware of what's going on, brothers that are watching and paying attention to what's going on. We know that there's a very high tension situation going on between the United States and North Korea at the moment, more specifically due to the military drills that the United States and South Korea are partaking in. The United States installing the anti-defense system, which is known as THAAD, which we'll cover that a little bit in some of these articles, and then also North Korea's nuclear missile testing. And that's pretty much where a lot of the major news has been as far as pertaining to this scripture here found in Matthew the 24th chapter. Matter of fact, I'm going to read this Matthew 24. I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives," this is speaking about Yahweh Shai, "as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privily, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world?" Okay, so when are these things going to happen? What is going to be signs to tell us that you're on your way back, and that the world is ending? All right, which we are in the times right now where the world is ending and Yahweh Shai is on his way back, and we're about to prove it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna jump down to verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." Okay, and that's the times that we are in, where there's a lot of talk of wars and rumors of wars. Now, the situation has completely switched from the attention of what's going on with Syria, or even having Russia or China as the main enemy of the United States, to where now all the focus is on the Korean Peninsula. Me, myself, and another brother that's in this camp, we was actually stationed in Korea, so we kind of know how high tension it was, especially me, because I was actually stationed pretty close to the DMZ line. In fact, the fort that I was at, if you will, the American fort in South Korea, I was the northernmost port away from the DMZ line, is where I was stationed at. So I know exactly how high tension it is over there, as far as between North Korea's actions and then South Korea's actions, and how both of them play the field. So these are the articles that are saved, that I noticed all today. They was all from RT.com as well. The first one we're going to load up here is published on May the 2nd, which today's date is indeed May the 2nd, and here's the proof. It's currently 2:41 where I'm at here on the West Coast, Tuesday, May the 2nd. So it says, published May the 2nd, "China demands immediate halt to THAAD deployment in South Korea." And we all know that THAAD is the anti-missile defense system the United States is currently placing in South Korea. It's a $1 billion system in which the United States is paying for, although the United States is trillions of dollars in debt. All right, but South Korea is providing the land for the United States to place it in there. And I believe I read an article earlier in the week where Trump, which I guess he tried to get South Korea to pay for it, which South Korean government rejected and said that they was not going to pay for it. Yet you still see that this defense system is still going up in South Korea. Okay, it says and the South Koreans have been protesting this as well. There's been major protests going on in South Korea due to this bad system, because the people fear that they are in danger. You know, it says Beijing has called for an immediate stop to the deployment of the United States Thermal High Altitude Area Defense anti-missile system to South Korea, and is ready to protect its interests according to the Chinese Foreign Ministry. And what's going to be the interest of China is going to be North Korea, because they are allies with each other. All right. That's why, if you remember some articles that came out last week, I believe, or maybe even the week before, where Trump was calling on China pretty much to calm North Korea down with all their nuclear missile testing. And I believe I read an article as well, and Slacky for not having these on hand at the moment, but I also read an article not too long ago, a couple days ago, where Russia even stepped in and said that they would back the United States in having North Korea stop their nuclear testing if America would stop doing military drills in South Korea, which I find it hard to believe that America will stop doing their military drills in South Korea. As I said, I was stationed over there, and we were doing drills all the time. All right, every couple of months, we had a new military operation going on. They would say to us that it was training. You know, me being a low soldier and everything, they'll say to us that it was a training exercise, but we know how those military drills really go. And those military drills are really just a show of power. You know, that's why they keep on having all these major military drills on Russia's borders, and that's why they keep on having these military drills in the South China Sea, in the surrounding areas. That's why they keep on having these military drills in South Korea. All right. It says so like it says Foreign Ministry spokesman Gin Shang, and so like if I'm mispronouncing that name, voiced the government's position against the move during a briefing on Tuesday. So that was the first article, that China is calling for an immediate halt. And it's very important to notice that they say it says that China is ready to protect its interest. Okay, so we all know that if North Korea and the United States does indeed come to the brink of war, China will definitely back North Korea, as that is their ally, just as America is the ally of South Korea. So let's get another article that I had, Salakia. Let's get another article that I had saved here. Okay. And this article is dated from the same date, May 2nd, which is today. Nuclear war closer with U.S. drills near Korean Peninsula. Pyongyang's media warns. So this is Pyongyang is the capital of North Korea, and they are saying that nuclear war is closer with the U.S. drills. Now, we just spoke about how China told China and Russia, more specifically that article that I read, said Russia said that they are willing to negotiate with North Korea to stop doing nuclear tests if the United States would stop doing their military drills. Okay, it says the United States activities in the vicinity of the Korean Peninsula, namely U.S. strategic bomber joint flights with South Korean and Japanese forces, may see the two Koreas end up in a nuclear war, the North Korean state agency KCNA has said. All right, so hey, these North Koreans, they wanna bomb the United States. They wanna bomb the southern part of their peninsula. You know, they are itching and ready for war. All right. It says, according to Pyongyang, the United States forces are carrying out a nuclear bomb drill, or bomb dropping drill, at the moment when U.S. President Donald Trump, as well as other U.S. warmongers, are crying out for making a preemptive nuclear strike against the North. Which is true. They are talking about a preemptive strike against the North, man. All right, it says the the reckless military provocation is pushing the situation in the Korean Peninsula closer to the brink of war, KCNA wrote, as cited by Reuters. All right, so Seoul is reading on. It says Seoul defended the drill, saying the war games were held to prevent provocations from the north, according to South Korean Defense Ministry spokesman Moon Sang-jung. The flight of the two supersonic B-1B bombers occurred on Monday, on the same day as Trump said he would be ready to meet Kim Jong-un. All right, and I believe that might be one of the articles I have as well. I'm not sure. It says, it would be appropriate for me to meet with him. I would be honored to do it, Trump told Bloomberg News. However, the White House was more reluctant to see the meeting in any near future, with spokesman Sean Spencer saying clearly conditions are not there right now. I don't I don't see this happening anytime soon. Okay. Tensions have been escalating over the past weeks, with Trump saying on Thursday that a major conflict with North Korea was possible, and China warning that the situation on the peninsula could spiral out of control. On Saturday, the North test launched a missile, and it marked the latest in a series of missile-related activities, as well as two alleged nuclear tests, showing an unprecedented pace of such steps since the beginning of this year. So that's the second article, backing up a lot of what was already said about the U.S. war games, and then also about North Korea's nuclear missile test. Okay, so those are the main reasons there's so much tension going on. Here's another article that was released on RT today. Dated, actually this was from yesterday. This is dated for May 1st, which was May Day. All right, 2017. Ready to intercept North's missiles. U.S. THAAD missile defense system goes operational in South Korea. Okay, so now that I guess it is operational, they do have it set up. It says the U.S. THAAD missile defense system, controversially deployed in South Korea, is now capable of defending against North Korea's missiles, U.S. officials have said. The Thermal High Altitude Area Defense System, designed by the U.S. and aimed at detecting and shooting down missiles, has been installed in South Korea, has reached capability to carry out its functions. Reuters quoted U.S. officials saying U.S. forces Korea confirmed the Thermal High Altitude Area Defense THAAD system is operational and has the ability to intercept North Korean missiles and defend the Republic of Korea. Korea's forces, or South Korea, U.S. forces, Korea spokesman Colonel Rob Manning told Sputnik News Agency on Monday. All right. So I'm not going to read the rest of that article. You pretty much got the gist of it from that right there. So they did indeed install this THAAD system, which is controversial, causing a lot of ruckus. And here's another one, not so much based around the THAAD system, but still an article that's worth mentioning when bringing up this North Korean thing. This was published today. U.S. deploys Global Hawk high-altitude drone to Japanese air base to monitor North Korea. So there is a lot of actions that are being placed and being taken by the U.S. towards North Korea. I believe there's ships over there already. Now they have this drone to be able to monitor North Korea. The South Korean army is constantly watching North Korea, as is North Korea constantly watching South Korea. It's a mess over there, man. It says the U.S. has sent a high-altitude surveillance RQ-4 Global Hawk drone to Japan, marking the beginning of a 5-month deployment. It is expected to monitor moves made by North Korea, according to Japanese media. All right, so there's a lot of steps being taken. Again, as the scripture has said, there will be wars and rumors of wars, because nation has to rise up against nation, man. All right, and all this will be the beginning of sorrows. So that's the time that we're in, and us being watchmen of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, this is what we're supposed to be doing, is just sitting and watching these things come to pass. So it's beautiful. Bubba Kashab brothers, keep an eye out for things like this, and bring it to the forefront, so that way we can ring those alarm bells. And Lord willing, man, we're just that much closer to getting out of here. All right, so that's all I really wanted to share. That's all I had. I don't really want to make this video too long, although I probably exceeded my time limit that I wanted. But again, all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, and shalom, salutations, mercy, and blessings to all the sincere brothers out there pushing this word with truth and with faith. Until next time, Akim, shalom.